Lecture 2 Outline of Lecture 2 Definition of Jacobian, Standard Coordinate Transformation, Jacobian for Polar, Cylindrical and Spherical Coordinate System. Transformation is a mapping which maps one set to another. Coordinate transformation are often used to define new coordinate system on the plane. In this example, the point xy in xy plane is mapped to the point uv in the uv plane under the transformation x equal to g of u comma v and y equal to h of u comma v. The region enclosing the point xy in xy plane is completely transformed to the region G in the UV plane. If we look into the boundary of these regions, they are not same, as well as the area enclosed within this closed bounds are also not same. Now we are going to see how the elementary area in the current domain and new domain are getting altered because of this transformation. Due to the transformation, there may be a scaling, that is either a stretching or a contraction happen. Now we are going to estimate what is the scaling happen under the transformation x and y in terms of u1 v. That scaling factor is called as the Jacobian. So Jacobian is nothing but the scaling factor of the transformation. Now we are going to see how to define the Jacobian, the scaling factor for the transformation. Before that, we just look into the standard coordinate transformation from Cartesian coordinate system to the polar coordinate system. This coordinate transformation you will be familiar and you have learnt already. The transformation is x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. The elementary area dx dy in xy plane and the elementary area dr d theta in polar coordinate are not the same. So dx dy is equal to Jacobian times dr d theta. So this j is the scaling factor which adjusts the elementary area on two coordinate system. Now we are going to see the definition of Jacobian. Jacobian determinant in two variables is given as dou of old variable xy divided by dou of new variable uv, which is nothing but the determinant of change in x because of the new variables u and v, the change in y because of the new variables u and v. Jacobian determinant in three variables is defined similarly as dou of xyz divided by dou of uvw, change in x because of uvw, change in y because of uvw, change in z because of uvw. Now we are just going to see how to compute Jacobian for the polar coordinate transformation x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Take the definition of the Jacobian, write the determinant, compute the relevant partial derivative terms, expand the determinant and simplify. On simplification, we got the Jacobian for polar coordinate transformation as r. I am just going to give few examples on computing Jacobian for general coordinate system. In the first example, the transformation given is x equal to u square minus v square, y equal to uv. Now we are going to see how to compute the Jacobian for this transformation. So take the definition of Jacobian for two variables. Change in x because of u is 2u. Change in x because of v is minus 2v. Change in y because of u is v. Change in y because of v is u. If you expand the determinant, you will get the scaling factor as 2u square plus 2v square. Take another example. Here the general coordinate transformation is x equal to u plus v and y equal to 2v. Take the definition of the Jacobian. Change in x because of u and v is 1 and 1. Change in y because of u is 0 and with respect to v is 2. If we expand the determinant, the Jacobian is 2. In the previous example, the Jacobian is a variable in terms of new coordinate variables u and v. Here the Jacobian is a constant. So the scaling factor is either a variable in terms of u and v or it is a constant. It all depends on the transformation chosen to shift the points from one coordinate system to another coordinate system. Now we will see how to estimate Jacobian for cylindrical coordinate system. Before that, we quickly recap how to locate a point in the cylindrical coordinate system. So in the Cartesian coordinate system x, y, z, if you want to locate a point x, y, z, you have to move from the origin towards x-axis x units, towards y-axis y units, towards z-axis z units. So you are able to reach your point x, y and z. In cylindrical coordinates, the same point can be located in terms of the radial distance and angle theta and the height z. How to find the transformation from xyz to r theta z we will see now. Project the point xyz on the space to xy plane. So this point, the coordinates are x, y and 0. This point is at a distance of r units from the origin and theta tilt of x-axis. Now we are going to compute cos theta and sin theta. So angle made between this is 90 degree, angle made between this is theta. Now cos theta is x by r and sin theta is y by r, the hypothesis. Now the transformation is x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta and z equal to z. Why here z equal to z is we moved r units along the x-axis and tilted the x-axis theta units. Now we are here. To reach the point xyz, we just have to simply shift the point z units along the z-axis. So the transformation goes like x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, z equal to z. Now we will see how to compute Jacobian for the transformation from Cartesian point xyz to cylindrical coordinate point r theta z. Take the definition of Jacobian for three variables. Compute the partial derivative for x with respect to r theta z, y with respect to r theta z, derivative of z with respect to r theta z. So you will get the first row as cos theta r sin theta with a negative sign and 0. There is no z term. For y, dou y by dou r is sin theta, dou y by dou theta is r cos theta. There is no z term, so 0. For z equal to z, change in z with respect to r is 0, change in z with respect to theta is 0, change in z with respect to z is 1. If we expand the determinant, we will get the Jacobian as r. For polar coordinates also we got the Jacobian as r. Now for cylindrical coordinate system, the elemental volume dx, dy, dz is r times dr, d theta, dz. Hope you are comfortable in locating a point in cylindrical coordinate system and understanding how to shift the point from Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate using this transformation and how to compute the Jacobian. Similarly, we will see how to compute Jacobian for spherical coordinate system. Before that, we just see how to locate a point in the spherical coordinate system. So here, the point xyz in the Cartesian coordinate system is located by moving x units along x-axis, y units along y-axis and z units along z-axis. Now The spherical coordinate variables are rho, the radial distance from origin to the point on the space, theta, positive tilt of x-axis, phi, another angle which is positive tilt of z-axis. So to locate the point, you have to move r units along x-axis. You have to tilt the x-axis theta units. Again you have to tilt your z-axis to phi units. You are able to reach the location x, y, z. Now we have to see how to find the relationship between x, y, z and rho, theta, phi. That is, we are going to see how to get the transformation. We know how to locate a point x, y, z in terms of r, theta and z. That is your cylindrical coordinate transformation. We got x as r cos theta, y as r sin theta. So the projected point P on the xy plane is now r cos theta, r sin theta, 0. Instead of lifting this to z units along z axis, what we are going to do is, we are tilting this point with respect to z axis, the angle phi. To capture that, we have to compute cos phi and sin phi. The angle made between z axis, origin O and the point P is phi. So the angle made between origin O, the point P and its projection point P dash is also phi units. Now the angle made between the point P, the projected point P dash and the origin O is 90 degree. So the hypothesis is rho. So what is cos phi? Z by rho. What is sin phi? R by rho. So we got cos phi and sin phi. Rearranging, we will get z equal to rho cos phi, r equal to rho sin phi. Replace r in terms of rho phi in x and z. So we will end up with the transformation x equal to rho sin phi cos theta, y equal to rho sin phi sin theta, z equal to rho cos phi. This is the transformation from Cartesian coordinate system to spherical coordinate system. Now we will see how to compute Jacobian for the spherical coordinate system. Take the definition of Jacobian for three variables, compute the relevant partial derivative, substitute in the determinant form, expand the determinant and simplify. You will end up with the Jacobian for the spherical coordinate transformation as minus rho square sin phi. Hope you are comfortable in computing the Jacobian for various coordinate transformation. I am just summarizing today's lecture. We had seen what is the definition of Jacobian and how to compute it for general transformation as well as standard coordinate transformation. Jacobian is the scaling factor for the transformation. Transformation is nothing but a mapping from one set to another. So we are going to capture the scaling happened due to the transformation by computing the Jacobian. Jacobian for the spherical coordinate system is rho square sin phi and the transformation is x equal to rho sin phi cos theta, y equal to rho sin phi sin theta, z equal to rho cos phi. Jacobian for polar coordinate system as well as cylindrical coordinate system is R. The transformation for cylindrical coordinate system is x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta and z equal to z. Thank you.